Controversial inheritance. In the islands of Virginia, there was a man and his wife. They were blessed with 4 children, 1 girl and 3 boys. Man and his wife spent their riches to educate their 4 children up to higher levels of learning. The children were endowed with brains, and they became successful in their learning progress. At the end of their courses, all of them qualified and they got jobs from various companies and government institutions. Despite the riches that the man and wife had, there was inheritance for their 4 children, as the man and wife were to write inheritance will in case of their absence. But before that, the man planned a game to his 4 children without the mother of 4 being involved into the game. As the owner of the property, the man started to put his 4 children into the test without them knowing the tricks of their father. First, the man directed his test to the firstborn. He asked him to send to him $20, and he gave his son a grace period of 21 days. The man tricked his son that he had a problem and he needed that money to solve his problem urgently. The boy got that text. He read, but he ignored because he knew his father was a rich guy. He concluded himself, "My father is joking to me." He ignored to reply to his father, even to tell his father if he had money or not. The man stayed for 3 weeks without receiving any reply from his firstborn. It did not end there. The man sent 3 texts to the remaining children after the firstborn refused to assist or even to reply to his father's request. The man did the same to his 2 boys and 1 girl. He also gave them the same period of 21 days for them to help him to raise $20. But this time round, within 30 seconds, the girl replied to her father's text, and she promised to send to her father the amount of money that her father needed without any question. Then, after there, within 2 days, the man got notification from his account that he was credited $45 from account number blah blah 256246, account number associated from his daughter. The man nodded his head with great joy, knowing in mind that his daughter had qualified to his test. The father of 4 continued to wait to the reply from his 3 boys. The man waited and waited until 21 days elapses without the reply from his sons. He did not give up. He made another attempt by calling them and seek their assistance, because as the father, he knew the financial status of his children. But all this was not anything, but it was just a test to his children. At long last, the man of people completed his test after none of his 3 boys was in position to help him or even to convince his father about their financial crisis. Only a girl who won that contest. One morning, alongside the man and his wife were sitting in the veranda when the convoy of motorcades started to enter their homestead. The mother of 4 shocked, but the man knew that it was a game. The man welcomed the visitors. There are officers from the bank, the man told his wife. After briefing, the man shocked his wife when he signed almost all properties under the name of his daughter, include all valuable assets. The mother of 4 tried to convince her husband to consider other 3 children, but the man refused totally. The old man fumed with a lot of anger, lecturing his wife to leave him alone, as the law of the land gives mandate to the owner of the property to decide who to own his or her property. The man stated that, "I learned only my daughter could stand with me if I could be in problems. I helped my children without ignoring them, but my boys did not help me. What if I could be in problem?" the man asked her wife. The man went further. He sold all remaining assets to the village hawkers with very cheap prices. That could be the portion of the inheritance to 3 boys. When the boys heard that their father is selling the inheritance cheaply to the hawkers, they assembled themselves and went to their father's house. When they reached home, they found armed police officers at the gate. They tried to enter the homestead, but they were stopped by the police officers. One police officer went to call their father before his boys were to be allowed to come in. The old man met his boys at the gate. He asked them, "Who are you?" They answered, "Dad, we are your boys." Then the man asked the second question, "You have come to who?" They answered in unison, "To our father." Then the man asked the last question, "What can I help you?" They said politely, "Where is our inheritance, Dad?" Then the man fumed, "Where is $20 I needed from you?" They started removing their wallets, ready to give out money to their father. Then the old man said, "I sold your inheritance to the hawkers in cheap prices because my next of kin were unwilling to help me urgently. My mother was very sick. You delayed to help me until she passed on. I sold your inheritance to cater for her burial. Otherwise, my daughter secured her inheritance because she felt with me during my problems. She sent her saving, which we used for buying medication for my mother." When the boys heard that from their father's mouth, they tried another way by using legal means. They went to the court to sue their father. During prosecution, after the judge listened to the cries of the boys, accusing their father for selling their inheritance, the court upheld the decision of their father, as the law of the land under the constitution allowed the owner of the property to decide who to own it. The argument ended in the court after their father won the case. Those boys cried outside the court for missing the blessing and inheritance from their father. They regretted, but their father walked away.